It moved. It moved. I'm ready.
And a Japanese inro from the 1800s.
What's an inro?
When they didn't have arms to be making.
That's so fun. So they just had a little hobby. If I wasn't a singer, I'd probably just be somewhere just making little tiny things, just minding my business. But instead, I'm all up in everyone's business. So I really love bugs. Like, I love them so much. I love moths in particular because I love anything a little bit elusive. You know, butterflies are all out in the world. They're like, look at me, I'm beautiful. The moths are like, don't look at me, I'm beautiful. There's some species that are really cute. I have a song called Moths. It's a song about moving on, but not maybe entirely. I say, the door is closed, but the window's open. I'll leave the light on and I'll let the moths in. And to me, it's kind of saying, to everyone in my life, I've definitely told them that I'm moving on, that I've closed this chapter of my life. But to you, you can tell that the window's open and that if you wanted to, you could fly in and see me again. This looks like a body. So there's a body under there. I love it. I really love it. It has fingernails. They didn't forget that. Great job, Jim. I feel like I'm next to a real person. That's fucking awesome. Love music videos, and I feel like we need to go out of our way to protect them as an art form. It's really fun to see what people wear to the shows. There are a lot of clowns in the crowd these days because of my song Class Clown, which is always really satisfying. There's a lot of sailors. You like look out into the crowd, just like sailor hats everywhere. Sometimes people dress up as like the memes of the fandom as well, which is also really fun. There's an ongoing joke that I dated the Grinch, so every show there's like 10 Grinches, just like fluorescent green in the middle of the crowd. Like I can see them from like miles away. And it's quite triggering because he broke my heart. David Bowie was so small, which is surprising because in my mind, David Bowie's like 6'5" and floats. This is for the tour, so you know there's a lot of sweat on this. There's one thing I know about tour, it's that this is probably really nasty. I love David Bowie. I feel like he's always been a pillar of my kind of self-discovery. I think he was almost viciously himself, which I think is a lost art in today's day and age. And we need people to constantly remind us that that's really the only option. He kind of showed me that you can invent yourself and you can become something so much greater than yourself with just clothes. And so when it comes to my tours and when it comes to red carpets and things, it's almost like he gave me permission to dress however I wanted to dress. Like the most terrifying seconds of my life is when I'm back in that tent, and it's really funny to think that someone like David Bowie could also probably have those same problems. Go up on stage and dance around. Although the other day, I'm in my sailor outfit. I look down, huge rip down my crotch. You have to be careful sometimes with your sailor suits. Quite tight in this area. Flamer did eat his own tail for no reason. I don't know why, and crested geckos in particular do not grow back their tails. So he had no tail. I loved my geckos growing up. They were very cute. They look like puppies. They have eyelashes. They kind of like bark. They're like, arr, arr.